Hello, everyone, and welcome to this annual tradition now of the 2024 year wrap up. I like these stats that you get from all the. We've got four different consoles plus, well, three consoles plus Steam to take a look at. So let's get into it. 2024, not a great year for gaming, if I'm honest. So there we go. What did we do? We played 30 games and one demo. Final Fantasy 16. That was the demo. 219 achievements with 28 rare achievements across 29 games. Not bad. I guess one game didn't have achievements of the 29 games that we played. So it's 30 games, 29. 75% of our time with a keyboard and mouse, 25% with a controller. And if you look at the top three games, they're all keyboard based games. Guild Wars 2, I really got into Guild Wars 2 this year. It was awesome. Put a bit over 100 hours into it. I think I've got over 200 hours of playtime in total. Let's go library, and I bought Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, which is awesome. I'm gonna buy the sequel. Let's go to Guild Wars 2. There we are, Guild Wars 2. 237 hours of playtime, which is not a huge amount for an MMO. It is my second highest played game on Steam. Of course, that is the highest played one is Star Wars The Old Republic, which was, again, my second most played game this year. And then Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition, which is awesome. 7% of our playtime. Yeah, I played through it and I played through all the DLC, which was awesome. It's a pity. We'll see Dragon Age Veilguard in the PlayStation section of this video. So that was our most played game on PlayStation, I think. We got, oh, we beat everyone else. 13, 219 played games, 49. Does that take it that 30 games? 49 games played, 30 games won, 30 new games. There you go. Of the 49 played. Okay, played 49. Our longest streak was 198 days. Wow. We beat everything. We're above average, really, which is not too bad. 17% of our games were new releases. I'm gonna dispute that because when we get into the games list, I'll show you why I don't really agree with that. 15% is the average. It kind of dispels the theory that PC gamers mostly play old games, really. Recent games, classic games, 21%. I think this should be higher for me, and again, I'll show you why. Basically, because we played a lot of remakes and remasters, which have 2024 release dates. Recent games, again, we look at our top two games, Guild Wars 2 and Star Wars The Old Republic. Now, Guild Wars 2 released in 2012, and SWTOR was 2011, so they should count as classic games. But bear in mind, these games released on Steam. SWTOR was 2020, Guild Wars 2 was 2021, so they count as recent releases. So more leaning towards classic. I think mine should be above that 62%. Most of it comes from these two games. Should be in the classic section. It's just when they were released on Steam. And the new releases, we'll see as we scroll down, most of them are remakes, Tomb Raider collection, and things like that. We did 5 screenshots shared, 3 badges earned, and 1 workshop item. I think that was KOTOR 2 mod. I think that was. Not really a surprise. MMORPG. I like the fact that Warhammer 40k is its own genre. Probably Space Marine 2 was what we played, but yeah, bit of Diablo in the action RPG, bit of horror, bit of Resident Evil 4. I think we played the most. Resident Evil 4 remake, FPSs, mostly MMORPGs. It's not really a surprise. Our top two games, nearly half of our playtime was in these. Probably over half, I would say, more than 50% if we count other games. And that they were just our top two games. What is it? 47% in total, or 2 games that are in the MMORPG. So not really a surprise. Played a lot of Fallout 4 as well on the Steam Deck, as we'll see as we scroll down. So yeah, most played games, Guild Wars 2, played it over the summer again. I bought all the expansions in the summer sale, so that's why I was just playing it throughout the summer. 265 sessions, 89 days from May to September. I need to go back and play Guild Wars 2 again. It kind of just fell off. July was peak and then fell off again. Star Wars The Old Republic, May, Star Wars month. Not really a surprise. And then we kind of just steadily logged in. I think I rolled a new character in May for the double XP. We've got a screenshot with a little Rackling riding on our companion mount. I thought that was kind of cool. The way when you do the Ratgul Tunnel quest, Vet looks bored out of her mind, which is a great way to, sums up SWTOR really. Kind of boring these days. But yeah, half of our playtime was in May. That's not really a surprise. Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition. Again, we played it June, August, September. And I think I did Awakening in November because I was kind of bored of Veilguard, so I decided just to play Awakening. Just as a palate cleanser to remind you of what Dragon Age was. Veilguard is not it's not even an RPG, never mind a Dragon Age game. It's just a God of War ripoff. And then it was Knights of the Old Republic 2. Got a video coming up on that fairly soon. 99% of our playtime was in... Where's the other 1%? Ah, they're less than 1% in December. I think I tried it on the Steam Deck and just kind of ran about and did some combat, and it does actually work on the deck. It's not great, though, to be honest. You're better off with the mouse and keyboard. But yeah, there we go. We played Knights of the Old Republic. I think that's what we earned most of our achievements in, because they put achievements in it now. I was playing with the restored content mod. We got a screenshot. It's the Mandalorians all gathering around to admire Visas. And why wouldn't you if you were a Mandalorian? And we've got Mitra Surik, named my character Canon. That's our canon name. And then Fallout 4. I played that mostly again in the summertime, mostly on the Steam Deck, because that's when it got deck verified. I was watching the TV show, which was, it was alright. I don't know if I like TV shows based on like choice-driven games. I just don't think they work very well. They're doing a Mass Effect TV show, which again, Mass Effect is a choice-driven game. Player choice is at the heart of that, and I don't think it works really, to be honest. But yeah, there you go. Played that on the Steam Deck, and there's our breakdown of games played by month. In January, we played Half-Life 2 mostly, and kind of a few other games. Half-Life 2 Episode 1. We never really played anything. We played, what did we play? Helldivers 2, that came out in February. So that was kind of good, and then it kind of fell off a bit. But then we played Half-Life 2 Episode 1. I think it's all been rolled into one since the 20th anniversary update. March was mostly Helldivers 2. And we played a bit of Rift as well. See, bit of MMORPG. Bit of Final Fantasy 14. April was a bit of Last Epoch. Bit of Fallout 4 as well. Bit of Helldivers 2. May was mostly SWTOR and Fallout 4, and a bit of Helldivers 2 we're still playing in May, and then just other games. Tomb Raider 4, which worked well on the Steam Deck. Couldn't get it to run on the PC, but yeah, Steam Deck was good. Again, then we Guild Wars 2. We kind of play most PC games in the summer, weirdly. That's kind of weird. What's the other one? Guild Wars 1. That was pretty good, actually, Guild Wars 1. I liked that. Played it a lot in the summer. Dragon Age Origins, Guild Wars 2, and then just others. Final Fantasy 8. Played it on the Steam Deck. Again, most of my playtime, 89%, 11% on the deck. That's just because of when you play or how long you play games for. Because you're going to play games longer on the PC than you are on the deck. The deck's a handheld portable device, so quick, short play sessions. 18 games played on the deck, majority played on PC. Fallout 4, most played game on the Steam Deck. Yeah, we played that for a few months. Bit of Final Fantasy 8 in the summer as well. Started the year playing Half-Life 2 on the deck, then a bit of Tomb Raider remastered. Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning runs alright on the deck. 60 FPS, medium settings, not too bad actually. You get decent performance out of it. Fallout 4 got a Steam Deck update. Weirdly though, it defaults to ultra settings, which no, I wouldn't play it at ultra settings. Drop them to medium, drop the draw distance down a bit, and the draw distance sliders down a bit, and you can get 60 FPS most of the time in Fallout 4, and it looks okay. It's about equivalent of the last generation console version, PS4, Xbox One kind of things. So 14% of our playtime was with a controller. And again, the majority of these games, Helldivers 2, Tomb Raider obviously better. The first Descendant, it came out, it was alright, and I got bored of it. I played it for about 15 hours and got bored of it. So, yeah, it's a free to play game. So, meh. Resi 4 we're playing in January, and we've just started playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition, because I think that's our most played game. Is it the most played game? No, it isn't. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I bought that for $2.99. Can't believe that came out this year. But yeah, there you go. Majority of the games. Our longest daily streak went from the 23rd of April to the 7th of November. What happened on the 8th of November? As you can see, it's mostly MMORPGs here that we play. Mostly RPGs in general. We had a right RPG boner this year, didn't we? A lot of RPGs. Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 16 demo, Tarisland is another interesting WoW clone. It's like Chinese WoW basically, but it's alright. It's not too bad. I like it. And yeah, so yeah, Guild Wars, technically an MMO. Um, yeah, mostly MMORPGs, SWTOR, Guild Wars 2. Sir Pass, that's an awesome game. Need to play more of it. It's like a comedy parody RPG. Incredible. Need to play more Last Epoch as well. I bought that earlier in the year and just kind of forgot about it. Their Helldivers 2 kind of fell off as well. Played a bit of Half-Life 2 update when I did my Half-Life 2 video. Is Half-Life 2 there? Half-Life 2 isn't there, although it was second most played game on the Steam Deck. Let's look at the breakdown by month. I like this. Again, Resi 4 spent playing in January. Half-Life 2 on the Steam Deck as well. Bit of New World. Didn't buy the new re-release for it. There we go. And then February. See, this is what I mean about games in 2024. Tomb Raider. It's 3 old games, and that counts as a 2024 game. Same with Dark Forces Remastered. Again, it's a game from 1995, and it's just being remastered. So technically, I think these should count as classic games. Helldivers 2 came out in 2024. Played a bit of Rift in March there, mostly Helldivers 2. Battlefront Classic Collection again counts as a 2024 game, but is again is a remake of 2004 2005 games. Yep. So Fallout 4 in May, Phantom Fury, that was a good game. Played that a bit on the deck. What have we got? SWTOR May, Tomb Raider. Couldn't get that to run on the PC. Booted it up on the Steam Deck, worked perfectly. Thanks to the magic of Linux. You gotta love Linux. And again, we played a bit of First Descendant in July. More First Descendant. Some Guild Wars 2. I think we stopped playing Guild Wars 2 and started playing the Dragon Age games again. Inquisition is the worst in the series, I've got to say. Very little playtime in it. It's just boring. At least Veilguard isn't boring, I will say that for it. So we played Dragon Age, and I got fed up of Inquisition and just went to play Knights of the Old Republic 2 instead, which is awesome. Again, fantastic game. Best Star Wars game ever made. With the best Star Wars character ever, that's Kreia. I think I just got bored in October and went, you know what, screw it, I'm going to KOTOR 2. And then a bit November, played through Dragon Age Awakening, which is awesome, that expansion, so awesome. Bit of Vampire Survivors. I bought the Castlevania DLC at the end of October. Finally, it got Castlevania DLC. I always thought it was a bit weird that it got Contra DLC first, and then Castlevania. Because surely if ever anything was destined for a Castlevania DLC, it was Vampire Survivors. Then a bit of Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, which is a great game for £3 or $5. Like, I wouldn't pay full price for it, but for the money I paid for it, yeah, it's brilliant. It's a great game. It's kind of mindless, just a shooter. But I wouldn't like paying full price again in December, mostly. Playing through Mass Effect 1 again. Loving Tali. Remember, you touch Tali, you die. There we go. Thank you for being part of the Steam community. There we go. So, yep. Spent most of the day, most of the year playing RPGs. So let's go and check out PlayStation. See if this is the first one that's loaded up. I've had a PSN account since 2007, and I have played 141 games, 17 games this year, 12 PS5, 5 PS4. First game I played was Sonic Origins, which is awesome. They did put the Master System games. Was it no, it's Game Gear, but the Game Gear and the Master System games are the same. That was our first game. Again, it's weird playing it in widescreen. No, it's weird playing a Mega Drive games in widescreen. It's all the Mega Drive games, and you can get Origins Plus, which I think I have. I don't know why it doesn't say Origins Plus. Most played game, 52% of our playtime. Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Bought it on PS5. I bought the physical copy because I thought, maybe I won't like it. It's not a Dragon Age game, though. That's my view on it. It's just not a Dragon Age game. It's more like a God of War knockoff. That's the way I feel about it. It's like God of War. I'm playing a warrior, which is kind of cool. You can drop kick people off ledges, and it's kind of interesting. But yeah, we've played that 23, it's 25, 28 hours. Don't know how old this is, but it's up to 28 on the PS5. Played a bit of Terra, because you can only play Terra on consoles now. They shut down the PC version, so you can only play it on consoles now. You need your weeboo, your weeb shit, and you got to get that in. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, which I bought on Steam again. I love that game. That's an amazing PS2 game. Counts as a PS4 game, I think, now. Dragon's Dogma 2, never really got into it. Played it for a few hours. And then we played a bit of Neverwinter as well on consoles. The MMO for 2 hours, really. Didn't do a lot of PS5 this year because there's really very little to own a PS5. Didn't buy a PS5 Pro. Decided to pre-order the Analog 3D instead. I'd rather have an FPGA N64 device than a PS5 Pro. Don't see the point in it, to be honest. But there you go. Veilguard was our most played game. We'll talk a bit about Veilguard maybe. But yeah, it's not the worst Dragon Age game. I'm gonna say that. I hated Inquisition more than Veilguard. I've got to say that. Because Veilguard, the combat is okay. Veilguard is not too bad, whereas Inquisition is boring. It's just a bland, boring. It's like a Ubisoft game. That's the way I would describe it. That's the biggest insult I can give. Whereas Veilguard is more of a Sony game. It's God of War, basically. It's God of War 2018 knockoff. That's what the gameplay reminds me of. Anyway, what else have we got in the stats? We were an adventurer, yeah, because it's not an RPG. Yeah, see, exactly. It's not 50%, 56% dodging danger and picking fights and epic action adventure games. Yeah, not in an RPG. I agree. Thanks, PlayStation. I didn't play Astrobot, though. Yeah, never played that. What did we play? Nothing in January, nothing in February. Jeez, we're too busy playing Helldivers 2 on the PC and Resident Evil 4 on the PC. April, I played the Stellar Blade demo. That was the demo for Stellar Blade. Terra, we played a bit of in March. May, Final Fantasy 14 online, we played that. Nothing in June, nothing in July. Too busy playing Guild Wars 2. August was Time Splitters. They finally released the Time Splitters. We played, what, 1 hour? 1 hour? 2 hours? 7 hours. Not much of a PS, or not much of PlayStation. September, played a bit of Neverwinter. Bit of Throne in Liberty in October. I don't know, I didn't really like Throne in Liberty, to be honest. Played for an hour. Top month of November was Dragon Age Veilguard. Again, it came out at the end of October, so it's not really a surprise. And December was Dragon Age Veilguard. We played more Dragon Age Veilguard, basically. The PS5 is just a Dragon Age Veilguard console, basically. What else stat-wise have we got? Thanks for being a PlayStation Plus member, and keep it going with these specially picked games for my profile. What have they picked for me? They have picked The Last of Us Part 1. Got it on PC. Remnant 2, I tried it on Xbox. Tried Dead Island 2, Dead Islands 2 on Game Pass. Elder Scrolls Online. Need to really that's a decent shout to try and get into. Pathfinder, another RPG. Dying Light 2. I never really liked Dying Light, to be honest. What have they picked me in? There's a classic section. Tomb Raider Legend, Resi Evil Director's Cut. Nice. I'll take that. Twisted Metal 2. Ooh, Jack and Daxter. Local. Oh, that was awesome on the PSP. That was awesome. What have we got? We've got 44 hours played. Wow. That's not a lot, is it? Compared to Steam, like we played Guild Wars 2, what, four or five times more than we played at PS5. If you want a stat. Didn't earn that many trophies. All-time trophy count is 1,400. That's probably not a lot from 2007. Thanks, Astrobot. Just having a little dance there. Yeah, we got 218, 221. Take it that's from last year. Never got a platinum trophy. Never stuck with a PlayStation game long enough to get a platinum trophy. What's it? The trophy milestones. Oh, we got some final. We only played it for an hour, and we completed something. Reached level 60. I take it we played that on something else, because it's the same profile as the PC and Xbox. Dragon Age Veilguard. We got a ton of trophies in that. We'll probably get more. What we're doing, we're fighting an ogre there. We were doing some combos. Witness the second memory of Fen Harel. Witness the fourth memory. December 12th. I don't know when this ended, but we put more hours into it. There you go, there's my little card. Dragon Age was the top played game, and I've got a voucher to unlock my PlayStation avatar. Nice. So let's go to Xbox then, and not really a surprise, Final Fantasy XIV. Again, we had an MMORPG boner in 2024. We were a horror hero. We've seen and survived every spooky jump scare and dreadful terror. We're playing Final Fantasy XIV. It's not a horror game. Preferred platform is console. Yeah, because I don't really play on PC Game Pass that often. Our preferred platform is Steam, would be the best thing. 163 hours. That's how much? What is the comparison to PlayStation there? To see. Yeah. Prefer Xbox to PlayStation, really. 163 versus 42 there, and we had 36 games played. We only played 17 in comparison to Xbox. Busiest month was April, so we played 160 hours on console, 3 hours on PC. I think I played Stalker 2 on the PC. That was the one. Never played on mobile or cloud. Why would you? Don't want input lag. I hate input latency. So we had action adventure roleplay. Final Fantasy 14, a role playing game. Let's see the hours. What did we get? You're in the top 20% for time played. Okay. Top 10% for gamer score. Top 4% for achievements unlocked. So there you go. 44 hours we put into Final Fantasy 14. The community gamer score is 26 million. Wow. 26, just over 26.5 million. I did like Resident Evil for a while on here. You can see Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 5, which I was playing. It was its 15th anniversary, and I thought I'd play it again. It was pretty good. And then I played Resident Evil 6 and reminded, oh yeah, still awful to this day. But Resi 5's alright. But yeah, we need to play more Final. I might buy Dawn Trail, because I think I'm at Shadowbringers on the character I was playing. I think I am there. So I'll need to do Shadowbringers Endwalker. Might buy it in the sale and go on console again. Played it on PC a few years ago, but tried it. Started a new character for the Xbox release, and yeah. There we go. A Requiem for Heroes Part 2. Don't know what that was. I think it's just complete the story. The main scenario quest. There you go. Fourth was Diablo, Resident Evil 3, more Jill Valentine. KOTOR 2, played it on the Xbox, and it's pretty good. Vampire Survivors is awesome. Call of Duty was number 9. Wow. 11 was... Oh, we had Suicide Squad kill. Did I have that on there? Doom 3 was 13. Resident Evil again. Skyforge. But, ooh, we've got Dragon Age Origins. It has FPS boost on the Xbox, which is weird. Playing it, it's like, whoa, this feels so smooth. And you're like, wow, it's 60 FPS. Lara Croft Anniversary, Dead Island 2, Diablo 4 free trial. Diablo 4 on Game Pass, really. You can get a thanks from Phil. Cheers, Phil. I never really played much on it. So there you go. That's the game that we played most, the Game Pass game, Diablo 4. 12 hours we put into it. Again, mostly play it on PC. But yeah, there you go. reward points we got, and there's not a lot of other stats. So there you go. We've been a subscriber for 83 months. I take it that's a lifetime. Total minutes played 22,000. Total games played 79. Is that Game Pass? 2.9k total. Oh, it's minutes played, not hours. That's a lot of hours. That doesn't add up there. Let's look at the Nintendo Switch then. There we go. Welcome to our review. Turok 3, Shadow of Oblivion, which was awesome. I remember that on the N64. So there you go. January 1st, New Year's Day. 12 games, 19 hours. So there you go. In order of priority: PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch. To be fair, there wasn't a lot of Switch games coming out. Switch is at the end of its life cycle. Hopefully we get the whatever the new Switch is called. So yeah, 12 games. Most of these are N64 mature. Perfect Dark in there, and I think is Turok in there? Turok 1, I think, in there. Most played game was Tiny ROM / Big Patch Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Which is a weird name for a game. I think it's because I bought the Star Wars Heritage Pack, and that's what I was playing it through. Turok 3, again, only 1 hour in the Super Nintendo. That's my most played Switch game in terms of its lifetime. But yeah, Tiny ROM, Big Patch, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords, retail only. That's a great name title there. Started playing in October. We've got a video on KOTOR 2 because it is its 20th anniversary of when it released on the Xbox. Turok 3, finished that game. Nintendo Super Nintendo. It's just a portable SNES, really. That's what my Switch is. Favorite way to play was action, adventure, RPG. Why is RPG third? I don't get that. I mean, unless they're classing KOTOR 2 as not an RPG, but then breakdown by games is kind of weird. There. Most played in October, 6 hours played. Wow, we did not play the Switch a lot. Yeah. November, October. 2 hours played in January. February was Turok. March, Super Nintendo. April, Doom Eternal for an hour. Yeah, I remember buying that, and it's not great at 30 FPS. Or trying to hit 30. Nintendo Switch mature. Oh, sorry, Nintendo 64 mature. That was Perfect Dark. That came out on that. Super Nintendo again. Super Nintendo. Use my Switch as a Super Nintendo, and then KOTOR 2 for November. December will be KOTOR 2 as well. The big choice. What is the big choice? Pick your favorite. Is that really one? Is that really a choice? I mean, is it really a choice there? Of course, we were gonna pick. So there you go. My favorite game. The Switch version isn't great. We'll talk about the different versions. It is just a port of the mobile version. So we played our most played game in October. Not a big Switch player. So there you go. Played a lot of time on Steam. So anyway, that is all for this video. And thank you for joining me. And we'll see you again soon. And goodbye.